Good morning everyone, welcome to Legal Insight News. Today's report covers an important corporate law dispute, Law and NEE against SNE Marketing Sendirian Berhad. It is about a director's right to inspect companies' record under Section 245 of the Companies Act 2016. The central question before the Court of Appeal was, can a company refuse a director access to its financial record, and does this right continue after the director is removed? To understand this case, we now go live to our legal correspondent.
Thank you. The dispute concerning SNE Marketing Sendirian Berhad, a company, deal with the food supplement and the nutritional product. The appellant, Law and NEE, was a director and also 50% shareholder in the company. She alleged that another director, Low Cheng Kiat, had transferred the company trademark SNE to SNE Global Sendirian Berhad for 10 ringgit, forged her signature and also misappropriated the company fund. She then requested to access the company financial record, but the company rejected unless she can provide a reason and an undertaking. Thus, this matter was brought to the Court of Appeal. So let us enter the courtroom.
Yang Arif, we appear on behalf of the appellant. We submit that there is a statutory right to inspect the company records. Section 245 of Company Act exists to allow directors to obtain information necessary to perform their fiduciary duties. This is further supported in Datuk Tan Kim 4 versus Tan Chong Consolidated, Berhad, in which the court recognized that a director right of inspection is prima facie absolute. Therefore, a director should not be required to provide reason or prove a specific need before assessing company documents. Additionally, the appellant's previous action, including the operation, proceedings, and police report, were legitimate attempts to protect the company interests, not evidence of bad faith. Finally, the removal of as director was invalid because Section 2061A of the Company Act provided that the company constitution required removal by shareholders in a general meeting rather than by director's resolution. Therefore, the appeal should succeed and that the right to inspect the documents should remain.
Yang Arif, the respondent submits that Section 245 does not create an unlimited right. The purpose of inspection is to allow directors to perform their corporate duties, not to obtain confidential documents for personal disputes. The appellant had previously obtained company documents and used them in legal proceedings against other directors. Therefore, her latest request was intended to obtain evidence for further litigation rather than to perform her responsibilities as a director. Additionally, the respondent also submits that the appellant was largely inactive in the management of the company and had no genuine operational need for the requested records. Her refusal to provide a written undertaking not to misuse the document reinforced the concern that the request was made in bad faith. Finally, following her removal as a director, the respondent contends that she no longer possesses any statutory entitlement to inspect the company's record, as this right belongs only to serving directors. Much obliged.
After considering both submissions, this court finds that the High Court had erred in dismissing the appellant application. Section 245 of Company Act provide director with a strong statutory right to inspect company record. A director does not need to provide reason or an undertaking unless the company can provide improper purpose. In this case, the appellant operation action and police report were legitimate attempt to protect the company. However, during the appeal, the appellant was removed as a director. Applying Habeas against Datuk Alco case, an ex-director no longer has a right to inspect company record. Therefore, although the appeal would have succeeded if she remained a director, the appeal was dismissed.
Returning to our studio, this case provides important guidance on corporate governance. It strikes a balance between protecting the director's rights and preventing the misuse of confidential company information. That's all for today. Thank you.